Hepburn. He's done that a couple of times today. The last time a teammate marked it, but not so on this occasion. Burke, the two Burkes combining. O'Brien could have almost got a free kick. Ball kicked out towards Danny Frawley. Kick came from Brunton. Shot at goal was off target.
Lockett was 20 metres clear.
Yep. So one behind when the Saints badly need goals.
I don't think Danny's used to being that far up the ground.
No. David Dench used to like doing that, running up from full back to kick goals. Did it a couple of times too. His halcyon days at North.
Was he playing on Peter McKenna then?
No. He had a couple of shots on me and he missed them, thank goodness.
Hepburn, this time it's a better kick too.
Well, there's the kick in towards half-back. Winmar versus Daniels. He's done a fine job, Daniels. Here's Justin Peckett. He breaks the tackle, but ran across the line with the ball, so it'll be a throw-in. The ball way out at half-forward for the Saints. Here's Vidovic with the left hand. Oh, that's a high tackle, and the umpire has seen that. So it will be a Swans free kick. And it is Dean McRae to take it. Former North Melbourne player. Had a terrific year for the Swans. On to Gavin Rose. Developing into a fine ruckman Rose. On to Waters. Waters to the centre of the ground. Oh, loose men everywhere. Oh, Creswell did that very, very well. Now brings it into Minton Connell. Shanahan at the back. Minton Connell breaks the tackle. Gives off a hand pass. Creswell's a good kick. Onto the left foot, Darren Creswell, and he slams it through for a great goal. Well, a beautiful exhibition of kicking on your opposite foot by Creswell to kick Sydney's 17th.
It was a good setup too by Sydney. They didn't overuse the ball and just bomb long. They went short from half-back, chipped back into the centre, then went directly straight down the centre to score a goal. Well played. Sensible football. And again, Minton Connell featuring.
So Sydney getting its 17th. The difference is blown out now to 48 points, making it pretty hard for the Saints. Bays, who's been terrific in defence. Plugger's got him, but the ball spills free. Opportunity for O'Brien. Past Kickett. Centering kick from him. One-on-one contest out here. Now Hepburn drops back to cover Damon Shaw and takes the ball over the line on the other side. It's in St Kilda's right forward pocket. The Saints still with just the 2 goal kickers today. Plugger Lockett with 7. And Nathan Burke with 1. Rose. Wheeler. Nathan Burke and McRae. O'Brien. Snares it right on 50. Past Brunton. A high kick. Lockett up in front. Ball touched. Did it go through? Yes, it did. So another behind to St Kilda. Lockett needing 1 for 100 goals against Sydney. Winmar from the back. Couldn't take the grab over Higgins. Daniels, who's been terrific, to his lookalike in Rose. To Waters. He'll get past Frawley, a long way up the ground. Centering kick, but it's badly delivered, and Wakeland takes the mark at midfield.
Aim Wakeland, a long kick to the half-forward line, looking for Stewie Lowe. Lowe races back after it. He's had a quiet day on Bays. Now, how will the umpire see that? He's calling a play on as it comes back in front of the St Kilda goal. Oh, Lockett went in hard. Here's Dean Gregg from the boundary line. A brilliant attempt. He's kicked this. Great goal. Well, that is a top goal. Probably a little bit too late, but Gregg has had 11 kicks and 8 handballs and a brilliant banana kick from the boundary line.
Yes, and he's another of those players, Pete, who normally gives them drives through midfield, but just hasn't featured enough today, even though 19 possessions, but a lot of those have been ineffectual. So, but still, as you said, it was a terrific effort.
Great kick. Dean Gregg kicking his first goal, and a badly needed one for St Kilda. Daniels to Waters to Luff at midfield. Spiral punt kick, one-on-one contest down there. Shanahan knocks it away. Lawson, good tackle on Winmar. Keogh straight to Chapman. Can he kick a goal? He can, unless it was touched. I don't think it was. One behind.
Well, I wonder if Jamie Shanahan just talked the goal umpire into that. He could very well have touched it. I mean, we're a bit far away from there, but it looks as if the umpire should give it a goal.
So a kick out marked by Frawley. Just trying to cover a lot of territory to lift his side. Gives away the hand pass, and Fode on the run from midfield. He'll be going straight down the ground looking for Lowe or Lockett. Lowe in front, can't take the mark. Kick it drops back. Luff gives him backup support. Lockett coming at him hard with a hip and shoulder. Still Luff goes. Cornered. Wakeland falls on him. Hepburn picks up the football. He's out of bounds. And it's going to be a free kick to the Sydney Swans.
There's Lockett battling hard down there to lift the side. Now the kick across the ground is to Kickett. Now he's got backup support down there from Neil. Good play by Kickett because he did see Neil. 2-on-1. They must win out. This is Neil back to Kickett. And Bardsley had no hope there. Kickett. The St Kilda players just do not support each other one enough. Not enough numbers at the ball. Here's Winmar, centre wing. He's been fairly quiet. And Nicky Winmar to half forward. Lowe has been beaten by Bays. It clears he says he's out of form, Stewie Lowe. McRae to Neil. Neil out wide to Gavin Rose, who's a pretty mobile big man. Came to the Swans as a fullback originally. Now Lewis and Grant. And Grant takes a strong mark in front of Dale Lewis, who has kicked 7. Tony Lockett has kicked 7. Simon Minton-Connell has kicked 4. Here's Dean Gregg flying for the mark. And the umpire will bounce right in the centre of the ground.
That umpire is Rowan Saws. Most experienced man in white. Chapman didn't seem to have the football when he got dragged. A little bit slow with the whistle there. Much of Chapman. Marking contest. Wakeland should be paid the grab. Wakeland a left half back for St Kilda. 12 minutes. Oh, where's he kicked that? To Frawley, but not well delivered. Captain might have words later. Frawley around the outer side. Chapman again with Grant giving chase. Chapman's got the speed. Grant the experience. Chapman still he goes. Can't pick it up. Finally, Higgins gives him some support. He'll give it back to Chapman. Nice pickup from a fairly ordinary hand pass. He did well. Frawley will snare it on the line. And well shepherded. Kelly went at him solidly. Good commitment from Sydney. That's been typical of their play today. Higgins goes goalwards. He can kick one. Long left footer. Off target, out of bounds on the full on this side of the ground, and Shanahan will take the free kick for the Saints.
Well, the Swans are proving, Ross, they won't be any easy beats up, particularly up at this ground.
Yeah, it's good to see they haven't given it up in this last quarter. It's easy for some players to assume with the lead that they've had. They just get through the quarter. They've persisted well.
Jamie Shanahan, the kick to half-back, a free kick to Thornborough, who looks a promising type on to Nathan Burke. The kick to half-forward, Bailey underneath it, over the back. Here's Dean Gregg. Where's Lockett? There he is. It's a poor kick by Gregg. Over the back, still Lockett a chance. Oh, the two men there making it difficult. Now a free kick. Is this going the way of the Swans to kick it? I think it is. And Lockett is just trying his hardest down there. And he's got 2 men to beat, and it's not easy for a full foot when there's a man standing 5 metres in front of you the whole time. Here's Bays, who's been outstanding. A beautiful kick to Daniels. One of the great kicks of AFL football, Mark Bays.
Good mark by Daniels, like a soccer goalkeeper. Holding the ball or too high. It's the latter. Sanford Wheeler to take the free kick. He's gone out wide. Watters. Past Wakeland. And it was intended for number 3, but not this number 3, Nathan Burke. Lewis was there. Ball hits the deck. This is Thornborough. Oh, that's a towering kick. Down to Lockett territory. Should mark this. No. And again, they team up on him well. Kick it. Doing a great job down there in defence. Wheeler gives the hand pass back. Rose, you'll have to be quick. He is, and they should be able to get clear. Neil's hand pass. On the end of it is Brunton. Brunton kicks up towards Luff, who marks on centre wing. And they're not resting on their laurels. Watters. Benedict late. Bays, he can kick this. He loves the long ones. Or will he look for Minton Connell? He does. He can't find him. And Grant will rush it through for a behind, or will he? That was his intention. I don't think he crossed the line.
He should have had a shot. He's the best kick in the team.
Yes.
An open goal. Justin Pickett. He was unselfish. Oh, look at this kick out towards centre wing. Craig O'Brien. Now Greg is on the lead. And also Danny Frawley. Now where's his mate Lockett? He's got a couple to beat, but Thornborough is the target. And Frawley's put it out on the full.
Pete, some of the field kicking's been very poor.
Well,
I mean, perfect conditions.
Well, St Kilda for a couple of years, their skill level's been terrible. That was Jamie Lawson, the big flyer. Here's Pickett to half forward, taken by Creswell. Oh, great pick-up by Chapman. That's his second great pick-up. Bailey in towards Lockett. Lockett at the back. Umpire calls play on, and it clears the pack and rolls through for one behind. And Big Tony getting very frustrated down there. Wouldn't you, if you were Stan Elsh, wouldn't you put a man down there on kick it rather than just leave him there on his own?
I suppose what you're doing there, though, Pete, is just cluttering the area in front of on Lockett. But I mean, he's trying to use the advantage of either Danny Frawley to attack from half-back because he's the free man at the other end.
Essendon did this against St Kilda a couple of seasons ago, and it worked on Lockett.
Brunton's kick, not to the advantage of his side. I thought Thornborough had the mark. Nathan Burke flips it over the top. Creswell, kick along the boundary line. Ball stays in play. Thornborough again. No mark taken. Creswell's been good in the second half. Long hand pass. Rose, you're gone. Bailey, tackled by Chapman. Wheeler, Greg, gets past his teammate at Vidovic. Long bomb down to the goal square. Will be a score. It'll be a goal. Good kick. Terrific goal. But Greg gets his second, and still the Saints won't lie down.
No, they won't, Pete, but they're just, again, they're field kicking. Just too many errors midfield. And Dean Gregg just electing to go long. Looks as if it might have dropped short, but they carried very nicely. But all really a bit too late.
The margin 35 points as Leon Higgins crashes his way through. Shanahan having a good duel down there with Minton Connell. Minton Connell trying to keep it in good play. Simon Minton Connell onto the left foot. That is terrific play, but there are two St Kilda players there, and they raffle that one, and Justin Pickett takes the mark on his chest. Now, Frawley has done pretty well since half-time. He's trying to lift his side. His field kicking's been a little bit ordinary. He brings it towards half-forward. Stewie Lowe, and they come from everywhere. Luff and Bays. Bays gets it out, taken by Craig O'Brien. O'Brien brings it into Lockett. Out he comes Big Tony. Oh, that is a good mark. He turns around to have a few words. He is a fantastic player. I love him. And everyone loves a champion. And he's been fantastic.
Had a few words to Hepburn.
He's had very few opportunities set up for him like that.
Well, he's kicked 7 goals out of 10.
This would be his 100th against Sydney if he kicks it.
Well, let's hope he kicks it then. Tony Lockett in a cute angle. There'll be a roar if he misses. That is a good-looking kick. Ah, great goal.
8 for the day.
Well, there he is, the big burly full forward, and look at the mark.
Yes, and O'Brien, the player that gave him a chance to take the mark off the lead there and kick it, of course, who's been that spare man in defence and is in picture there, just couldn't get in front. That was the only way they're going to give Lockett a chance, because they just bombard the ball down there, kick it, and other players were able to get back and just cut off his path.
Back to 29 points the difference after Lockett gets his 8th, and there's a wrestle. Burke and Kelly, and Burke has come up with the free kick. Nathan Burke from centre field to put St Kilda into attack again. Marking contest as Thornborough got it. He has.
He shouldn't turn his back like that.
Another come from experience. Saints recruit from Glenelg. Gee, another goal here would make it interesting. Be 86 to 109. Only be 23 points. 6.5 minutes to go. Not an impossibility. Good looking kick. Oh, terrific kick. Great goal. Still they come.
Well, he looks all right, Ross.
Well, he obviously backed himself there, Pete, because I agree with you entirely. Nothing I hate more than if players get the ball within range and they just turn their back. It doesn't matter where you are. You should always turn quickly around to see what opportunities are in front of you, even though you think you're going to kick the goal. But Thornborough's done some good things since coming on. He's been on StKilda's list for about 3 years before he finally decided to come across. Could be handy.
The Saints mounting a challenge. They've got 6 minutes to get 23 points. Nathan Burke's really lifted his game. Oh, the Swans player, Damon Shaw, St Kilda player, slipped over there. Bays taps it out to Higgins. The two left footers combining. Here's Jason Daniels, had an excellent game. To half forward, Grant versus Lewis. Oh, Grant set himself for it, couldn't take the mark. Foe trying to tap it on to Grant. Lewis is there and Kelly. Kelly gets it to Wade Chapman. And Wade Chapman's been pretty good since coming on. Here's a loose ball out at half back, taken by Peckett. Oh, mucking around with it. And the Swans a chance again. Kelly, now the little rocket battleship. And there he is, giving it to Waters. That was Jamie Lawson. Scott Waters. Bring it in short, an ordinary kick. Oh, but luck's a fortune. Jamie Lawson in the way, actually, and took the mark.
It's a good mark, actually, under a bit of pressure.
Good pass.
Well, the St Kilda crowd really come to life. The Sydney crowd really come to life, and this little fella goes near the ball. His legs go at 100 mile an hour. And it wasn't meant for him, that kick, but it was a good mark, as Ross said in the finish. Now, distance, there might be a slight doubt. A little bit of breeze that end. Now, there it is. It won't make it up into the square, and it's a mark. And it's taken away by Jamie Shanahan with a beautiful kick out to centre wing to Dean Gregg. Well, they're not out of it, the Saints. Oh, shocking kick by Gregg. And the man on his own down there is Kickett.
Just keeps the ball in play. Back to Bays. Bays a little short pass. Out to Leon Higgins on left centre wing. Higgins realising that time's on Sydney's side. Asking a few players to come over towards the wing position. Still 4 minutes left. Frawley should take this. Over the top, Chapman. And the umpire's paid him. Wade Chapman gets the call from the umpire to play on. Does so. Kickers to half forward. St Kilda has the numbers. Lewis. Double team. Kelly. Caught with the football, holding the ball. Good decision. Tried to break two of them, and Wakeland will take. Now it's going to be Burke. Over to Frawley. McRae gives chase. There are some tired players on both sides. Frawley, a wobbly kick off the boot, up towards half forward. This is Creswell, who's been good. Across the ground, an important possession, this one for Sydney and St Kilda. Winmar, well done. The Saints with the numbers, and the champ with the football at left half back. Winmar goes in short. He's looking for and finds Damon Shaw. Shaw from left centre wing. Excellent vision, good pass. Mark should have been taken by Thornborough. Fine tackle applied by Luff. Creswell there again. He'll be content to go for the boundary line. Dean Gregg looking for deliberate. It would be a game umpire to pay that, and it will be a throw in at left half forward for the Saints.
Well, St Kilda, to their credit, are not throwing in the towel. They're battling hard, but they've given far too big a start. The Swans have been the better side. Thornborough tapping it down with the left hand. Trying to crash his way back through the pack was Rod Keogh, and he's been fairly quiet.
Yes, not enough from him, Pete, just 4 and 5.
Well, that's not fairly quiet, that's very quiet for a running player. Thornborough. Now, here's Keogh on the left foot. Swinging it back is a beautiful kick. That looks like a goal. Yes, another one. So Rod Keogh kicks a ripper, similar to the one that Dale Lewis kicked early in the game.
He must have heard your comment, Pete, so... But all of it too late, Pete, as you said. I mean, Sydney just started off so well, and they've maintained that pressure all through the game. I mean, they lead at each quarter, 18 points at quarter, 25 at half and 38 at three-quarter time. It's just been too hard for the Saints to peg back.
17 points the difference. Keogh's goal makes the difference, 17 points. Can the Saints get another one? This match has really come to life. O'Brien, where's Plugger? Can he take another one? He can't. Ball over his head and out of bounds in front of Derek Kickett and Hepburn. It would be an amazing steal if St Kilda got up to take it. Look at those stats for Lockett. 14 kicks, 11 marks and 3 handballs. He's back in business. But they've just given too big a start, you would think. Shaw. He's got it again. They're not out of business yet, StKilda. Don't worry about that. He kicks this. Oh.
He is a sensational player, Lockett.
He's going to be right on the boundary, but he should kick it.
He'll probably run out a bit, Pete.
And there's still 2 minutes left.
Lawson coming off and Jason Mooney coming back on.
Well, Kickett standing there ready for Lockett to run out. Oh, look at Ron Barassi now.
Well, if they lose this, I tell you what, they've stolen defeat from the jaws of victory. He does run around and kicks it. 9 goals to Tony Lockett, the nemesis of the Sydney Swans. And can they steal this match? The smiles have gone. 98 to 109. 2 more goals from StKilda would pull off the most miraculous victory you could ever see.
Yes, and it's difficult. It's almost like Gary Abbott's effort a few times for Geelong last year when he kicked 10s and 12 goals and they still lost the matches. In fact, they still do.
Well, they only have to kick 2 goals. Now, StKilda, you wouldn't have believed it.
Nope.
17-7 to 14-14. The centre bounce very important. Here's Frawley, who's battled hard since half-time. Here come the Swans. Jason Daniels receives from Waters. Simon Minton-Connell. He's got it. A quick hand pass. Oh, that could be holding the ball. No. Umpire calls play on. Peckett goes to ground. Here's a kick. Wade Chapman across the face. But most importantly for the Swans, it's down in their forward pocket.
Yes, and well played by the skipper there, Paul Kelly. Just trapped the ball in a bit of desperation. Made sure it wasn't going to be cleared out of the area.
Minute and a half to go. Mooney, Shanahan. They won't rush it through because they realise time's against them. Nathan Burke. They've got to get it down and get 2 goals, remember. Burke's kick up towards centre field. That should be a mark. It is. This is Thornborough. Back to Nathan Burke, who's really lifted. He's been one of the players that brought StKilda right back. Kick it off his hands. He'll have to get back quickly. Dean Gregg's quicker over the top. Lockett, it's 5 points the difference. 10 goals to Plugger.
This is an unbelievable finish.
One of the great comebacks, and they can still steal the game, the Saints. 5 points the difference. If Sydney lose this, I tell you what, they should hang their heads in shame.
And Pete, again, another perfect setup from the back line. And Lockett there just kicking that ball in a fairly low trajectory over the fence. I'm sure he might have been looking at a few of the people who were giving him a hard time from behind the area there.
48 points Sydney led at the 5-minute mark of this quarter.
So back to the centre. Oh, what a contest. A minute and 2 seconds. Who will get it out of the centre could decide this game. Gavin Rose, the big thump. Nathan Burke has really lifted this side. The big leap from Neil. Oh, the StKilda player goes to ground. The Saints in there hard after it. Here's Higgins diving on top of it. They try to shuffle it out. Oh, quick kick. Lockett! Oh, Lockett! Oh, Tony Lockett, the champ. He's kicked 10. He's marked 20 metres out, directly in front. If he kicks this, the Saints, you wouldn't believe it, would lead by a point.
Well, that congestion on that 50-metre line, it was Doug Bailey who got that kick out with his left boot and that low trajectory torb. Just carried Derek Kickett.
Sensational performance this by the big full forward. Look at Ron Barassi. He cannot believe it. The StKilda champion has taken 12 marks. He's kicking for goal number 11. He has single-handedly almost taken this game away from the Swans. The kick from Lockett. Got it. Goal! Saints in front by a point.
You wouldn't believe it. What a steal. That's, as I said, stealing defeat from the jaws of victory. 110 to 109. Saints fans can't believe it. They've won a match they should have lost just about everywhere.
We can't believe it up here. It's happening.
Yes, and Stewie Lowe's now running down to be a spare man in defence just to make sure they block off any quick kick out of the centre. And Peter McKenna's changing his votes very quickly.
I had Bays down for 3 votes and Lockett for 2. I've just switched them.
Oh, you've got to give Lockett 3.
Well, I did those votes 10 minutes ago, Pete.
I think Sydney had gone to the dressing room 10 minutes ago, so they've got 22 seconds left to get it behind to draw the match. and we wouldn't give them too many chances of doing that. Clock ticks down, 14 seconds to go. StKilda will win it now because it's out of bounds on centre wing. 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4. Well,
there's Danny Floyd, the skipper too, the one responsible for getting that ball out to the boundary line.
Vidovic. Saints have won it. So they've pulled off one of the most amazing victories of all time here at the SCG. And you know what that says, Sydney fans? Plugger Lockett has the last word. And well he should, with 11 goals.
The StKilda seconds players have all run out in the ground. Have a look at them. They're the reserves players.
Yeah, so they came down onto the boundary line, Peter, with about 5 minutes to go, and they were yelling and chanting. And
that's amazing.
That is one of the best wins ever, and one of the greatest comebacks of all time. They were down and out, StKilda.
Well, what great